problem with cousins. You're close when you're young, then you get far apart.
Yeah, you go
Um,
off and
yeah, and I can't do that because I'm an only child. I got to stay close to my cousins. Kara, I'll be close to her my whole life. We're real close. And I think that's because we lived together for a whole month that few years back when she came over to New Bern.
yeah.
My Pittman cousins, I'm close to one or two of them, but not that close to the others. But I do need to work on that because, you know, we're just going to get further and further apart if we don't get closer.
That's the way it is for sure. So
Yeah.
you've got the right idea.
I mean, when I contacted your nephew Wayne, he didn't even remember his Glasgow cousins' names. He said he really wanted to come back and meet us, but he couldn't name a single of his cousins. He forgot them.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. I'm not judging him. I just don't want, I don't think that's particularly good. I don't ever want to become so distant that I don't even know my cousins' names, Because especially in like other cultures, we were reading in my anthropology class that apparently in some native cultures, people actually they they're raised to basically their literal brothers and sisters are equivalent to their cousins. Anyone that you share grandparents with, you are equally related to. Like there are no bloodlines or anything. You just complete respect, and you're just as close to your cousins as your brother and sister, basically.
Yeah.
And when your mother or father dies, their inheritances are spread among not only her children but her nieces and nephews. Because it's just, this family structure is so much more refined, I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying I want to live in that kind of place because I don't want, because I don't know, but it is interesting. So I've actually, over the past week, because we've been reading so much about what families look like, in other places, I've been thinking a lot about that in my own family. And, you called your grandparents and their siblings grandparents, Like, for example, if we lived in, like, Papua New Guinea, I probably would not know if Uncle Larry or Grandpa was my real grandfather because I would have treated them both as that role. Because there's more of a spiritual role.
Yeah.
You and, and for example, if Uncle Larry ends up marrying this other lady, I may not know if her or you were my actual grandmother because it was all an equivalent spiritual role.
I'm not sure I would like that.
Oh, I know you. I'm sure you're much better than the other lady.